Hello, YouTube. To say that human misery is magnificent is a bit of a disservice to all those who are suffering from human misery. And yet, in the abstract form, human misery is magnificent when it's turned into art. And I'd like to sing a song by a gentleman named Harry Chapin about a town, well, an island actually, somewhere in Massachusetts, which was a whaling town. And the men used to go out whaling and leave their dogs to protect their women. And the men often never came back. And the women had no companions but the dogs. And sometimes unnatural relationships occurred, or so says Mr. Chapin. Now, before I sing this, I want to say something about copyright, because obviously I don't have the copyright. Mr. Chapin does. None of my videos on YouTube are monetized. So YouTube, when you see this, rather than take it down, why not monetize it and send the money to Mr. Chapin or his estate? That's the way of doing it, I think. Anyway, here we go. Just starting it. Up in Massachusetts, there's a little spit of land. The men who make the maps, yes, they call the place Cape Ann. Men who do the fishing call it Gloucester Harbour Sound. But the women left behind, they call the place Dogtown. The men go out for whaling, past the breakers and the fog. The women stay home waiting, they're protected by the dogs. Tough old whaler woman who had seen 3 husbands drown. She polled the population and she named the place Dogtown. All these grey-faced women in their black widow's gowns, living in this graveyard granite town. Oh yeah, you soon learn there's many more than one way to drown. That's why going to the docks here in Dogtown. She speaks. My husband, merchant in the Boston. When my husband came and asked him for my hand, but little did I know then that a Gloucester whaler's wife marries but the sea salt and the sand. Took me up to Dogtown the day I was a bride. We had 10 days together before he left my side. He's the first mate of a whaling ship, the keeper of the lock. He said, farewell, my darling, I'm gonna leave you with my dog. Have seen splintered timbers of 100 shattered hulls, on the way of the granite and the screeching of the gulls. I've seen that crazy widow walk the harbour as she raves at the endless rolling whisper of the waves. Sitting by the fireside, the embers slowly die. Is it a sign of weakness when a woman wants to cry? Gisely watching, the fire glints in his eyes. No use to go to sleep this early. No use to even try. My blood beats like a woman's. I got a woman's breasts and thighs. Where am I to offer them? The oceans or the skies? With this silent dog, all the moments of my life. He has been my only husband. Am I a widow or his wife? Town, it's a fog town. There's no one around. It's the sea-pounded granite ground, and the black midnight harbour of a hound. Standing on this craggy cliff, my eyes fixed on the sea. 6 months passed when his ship was due. I'm a widow to be, for liking this half-living with the lonely and the fog. You need the bastard of the mating of a woman and a dog. I have seen the splintered timbers of 100 shattered hulls, known the silence of the granite and the screeching of the gulls. I've seen that crazy widow ever walk the harbour as she raves at the endless rolling whisper of the waves. Endless rolling whisper of the waves. Whisper.